Hello my inky friends, I'm back with some projects, alternate projects for September's paper pumpkin. I made these 4 cards and this really cute box. This holds some Hershey nuggets, and I'll open that up and show you when we're going to get ready to make all these, and I'll show you how I did them. Stay tuned for that. So the first card that I made, I used a crushed curry cardstock base and some Whisper White inside, and I pretty much used just about the same elements that the normal paper pumpkin note cards call for, except I did a little bit different. I took the box, the pillow box, and I opened this up. So I just basically cut down the side. And I'm going to cut down this side. This is the side that has the seam. And then once I opened this up, I went in and I removed this seam to take some of this bulk out. That just comes right off. I brought in my paper trimmer so I could show you how I cut this down. And I pretty much just cut down just these rounded corners off. I just cut those right off. On both sides. And then I also I cut it right down the center. So you'll notice on the back of the instructions that come with it, the coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors are Blushing Bride, Cajun Craze, Crushed Curry, Old Olive, and Soft Suede. So those are the ink pads that I brought out. I know the Cajun Craze comes with a small ink spot, but I do like to work with my bigger ink pads. So I took out the Cajun Craze and a sponge. And I just went around the edges and inked this up. Okay. The other thing I did was I went through and I put all my parts and pieces in this basket in hopes to try and keep them all together. Okay, so they gave us these really cool looking leaves, and I distressed them a little bit. I don't know if you can see, but I did I put some veins inside the leaves, and I'll show you how I did that. So here's 2 that I saved, and let me get a scrap paper. Okay. So I did go ahead and distress them with the Cajun Craze around the edges. I'm already inky, hence the inky fingers. Okay, and once you have them distressed, I brought in my Pierce mat. You can do this with your bone folder. I have a stylus, and basically just draw them in. They don't have to look, you know, anything fancy, just one down the center and then a couple off to the side. Let me zoom in so you can see that. I'll do it on this one. So one down the center and just a couple coming off the middle. And I did use the smaller end of my stylus. And that's it. So here's all my parts and pieces. I am going to ink up my leaf. And I'm going to stamp it right down on this large leaf that came in the kit. And it's really nice that it is photopolymer. And should be stamping on this. Give it a little bit more cushion. Beautiful. And then I just layered everything up with the glue dots. Oh, you know what else I did? I brought this in. You have to be careful with these. I've already ripped off a stem. I just stuck that over there. Used a glue dot for this. You have to be careful with these because the stems are very delicate, and I have ripped them already. Okay, and just layer it just like it says in the directions. And then I just came in with a piece of the burlap ribbon, and I folded it in half, and I cut on an angle, and that gives it a banner end. And I'm going to do that to this side. Like this. And then I just folded this in half. Put a glue dot inside there. Actually, I think I may have used my fast fuse to hold this together. Glue dots will work too. And I basically just flattened it down. I'm going to use my fast fuse. Actually, I'm going to use a little bit more. This is very sticky adhesive. That should hold that down nicely. The other thing I did was I took a glue dot and I put underneath here just to hold the tails down. Okay. Put a whole bunch of glue dots on here. Kind of put them out a little bit more towards the outer edge so that it sticks on the cardstock, and just press that down. And then while it's on the on this panel, I just tied it in a knot. Tighten the knot first, it's a little bit easier to make the bow. Okay, pull these in a little bit so it doesn't look so much like a bozo bow. I think I have a little bit more twine here than what I need. Tighten that up. Cut off the tails. Now I also have used, unraveled this a little bit and took out the orange or copper foil that's wrapped around here, and I tied that in to one of my other cards. I can't even get it apart right now. Okay, the heck with that. So let's finish putting this card together. I've already gone ahead and now on this card I used the whole cardstock I used as Cajun Craze. This time I embossed just a panel with the Petal Burst embossing folder, and I'm going to put this on here. And you know what, let's sponge this a little bit just around the edges. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to put that a little cattywampus. Let's bring in my card base. This is Whisper White, and let's hope I don't get inky fingers all over my Whisper White, which I probably will, because, you know, that's me. See? I'm just going to use that as my card front. And crease it with the bone folder. I'm going to, since this is embossed, I'm going to use some Fast Fuse on it. That holds it down a little bit better. This I'm going to put on nice and straight, give it a nice border going all the way around. That's lifting. I guess I should have put more adhesive underneath, but we'll stick a glue dot underneath there. Fix that right up. Look at that. Better do this side. Lift that up a little bit, stick a glue dot under there. Okay, and this probably should have, I guess I will go all the way around. The reason why I'm using Fast Fuse on this, you could use your white liquid glue, but I think the Fast Fuse works really well. This I'm going to put a little cattywampus, and these are the nice little tags that came in our kit. I love them with the gold strip on the end here. And I am going to stamp the little thank you that came with it right there. And glue dots, lots of glue dots. I'm just going to put a glue dot and tuck it up underneath this big leaf here. Maybe. There we go. Just like that. That looks great. I do have the inside stamped. Okay. I stamped this ahead of time, and what I did was I inked it with the crushed curry, and then I took some sponging and went around with soft suede, Old Olive, and Cajun Craze, and I stamped off once, and then I stamped onto my cardstock. And then this sentiment comes from the Painted Harvest set. I love this set. So it's Your Kindness Means So Much, More Than You Will Ever Know. So this is a nice thank you card. You could make this as a oh, look, see, there's my there's my mess up from last night. This would be a really nice manly birthday card, masculine birthday card. And that is the first card. You could probably trim these tails a little bit. I think they look really nice long. Tuck that behind there, like that. There you go. It's card number 1.